It's been so long since I made a video that the world has broken out in global pandemic, and that's pretty crazy. It has been such a wild ride. Man, I can't really express how crazy it's been and how unexpected and just caught everybody off guard. But thankfully, my company and the project that I'm working on right now, which is a U.S. steel project in Birmingham, they labeled it. They labeled that job site essential. So anybody who works at that job site is an essential worker. It basically just means that you're expendable. So it's been an interesting, wild ride. I'm also in desperate need of a haircut. So thanks, Corona. Now I look like a bum. So I wanted to make this video to talk about the 3 things that really changed the game for me in my life. The first thing, number 1, when I was growing up, I'm not gonna lie, I was a terrible teenager. I did a lot of bad stuff. I got in trouble. I didn't get in like serious trouble, but I was going down a bad path. But the thing that really turned that around and nipped it in the butt was I had certain people in my life that treated me better than who I was at the time. And they treated me not for what I was, but for what I could be. And that really changed the game for me. I did swimming and diving growing up, and the swim coach, Mr. Hess, was actually one of the people that really had a lot of faith in me when a lot of people didn't, because I'm not gonna lie, I was a pretty bad kid running around doing bad stuff. And it changed the game for me big time. And that was the one thing that really affected my life greatly. And then the second thing, I read this book. So my freshman year in college, I was getting started, I was figuring it all out, and I read this book, and I forget what exactly it was called, but I think it was the mindset of success or something like that. And it talked about the big concept was basically failure is a part of success. So if you're not failing, you're not going to experience success down the road, because it means you're not trying. And the book kind of gives you a different perspective on failure, and that failure is not a bad thing. The bad thing about not accomplishing something is when you don't learn a lesson. And it just really talked about getting your mindset right and focusing on trying new things, giving it your best shot, and learning the lessons and proceeding forwards. Because a lot of us, when we experience setback or we experience, getting knocked on our butt because life is hard, there's no way around it. It's difficult. Just learning the lessons through it and picking yourself back up. Because I'm not going to lie, there's ups and downs in life. It's a roller coaster, and you're going to experience bad things and hardships, and being able to move forwards is so important and not let it tear you down. Because there's 2 mindsets, and when I read this book, I really adapted the victor mindset. The victor mindset is, all right, I can get through this, I can learn, I can grow through this challenging time in life, no matter what it is. And then the opposite is the victim mindset, where, it's everybody's else's fault. You don't take any personal responsibility, and it's always the world is against you. And it really isn't. The world really isn't against you. It just doesn't care about you in the grand scheme of things. And it's your responsibility to take control of the things that you can take control of, and really let go of the things that you can't control. That has really helped me big time. And the third thing that's really helped me is when I graduated college in May last year, I felt a little bit lost, and I didn't have a very good sense of direction and what I was trying to accomplish, and I didn't have a very strong sense of purpose. I was confused, a little bit lost, and that's everybody in life. You don't really know exactly what you're doing or why you're doing it, blah, blah, blah. And the biggest thing that helped me was, first, all right, figure out and kind of reverse engineer my life and say, all right, at the end of the day, everybody's going to die. And what do I want my life to look like after it's all said and done? What do I want to look back on and be proud of and say that I did, and the experiences that I had, and the people that were in my life, and the kind of life that I led. So with that in mind, beginning with the end in mind has really helped figure out a target to which to travel and make decisions against. So I kind of figured that out and really nailed down, all right, what do I want to do? What do I want to experience? Who do I want to be in my life? What do I want to do? And with that in mind, I developed a 10-year plan to kind of get me started. And that 10-year plan kind of looked at where I want to be in 10 years. And I said, all right, what are all the steps, the big milestones that will help me get to that destination at the end of the 10 years, where I want to be in 10 years. So I did that, and I developed, it's like 8-9 steps right now that I'm on, and it has really helped me stay on track my progress, and hold myself accountable and stay focused on what I'm trying to accomplish. So what I did is I just created my 10-year plan. I said, all right, this is where I want to be in 10 years. How do I do it? What are the steps? And then, for example, my step one was get a paycheck, get some kind of income going on. And I decided, all right, okay, I just got this degree in safety, so let me capitalize on this degree and go get a job in the safety field. And within 2 months, well, it was like a month and a half of, having my 10-year plan and making decisions based on that 10-year plan, I had a job under my belt. I had the first step completed in my 8 or 9 step process to where I want to be in 10 years. So with the individual steps, what I would do is I would break out the individual steps, the steps of the step. So it's like a sub-step, and say, all right, what are the daily things that I need to be working on to complete this step, and break that out. And then I was inspired by Andy Frisella's like 75 hard challenge. And basically, like, within that challenge, you make a daily list of 5 things, 5 critical tasks that you need to complete every day. So I would take every day and I would make 5 things that I was going to do the next day that would help move me forwards closer to these milestones in the grand scheme of my 10-year journey, where I want to be in 10 years. And I gotta say, I call it the power list. So the power list has helped me so much. I've been doing it since July, and it's just really helped me keep on track, stay consistent, which is the most important thing, is just the consistency. And how that power list works is, you write the 5 things, and if you complete the 5 things, the day is a win. And if you half-ass or you don't totally complete that power list, the day is a lose. So it's like a win-lose, and you can look back on your progress, and it helps build momentum. Because when you get a couple like wins under your belt, you're like, all right, I can do this. I got it. So really beginning with the end in mind, and then kind of laying out and writing down all my goals that that I want to accomplish. It has really helped me stay accountable to myself, and it's also helped me make decisions as well. I've had a couple different job offers come across my plate, and every time that I've had a different opportunity come across my plate while working at this job, I've been able to go back to my list and say, all right, is this opportunity going to take me closer or further away from my goal? And it allows me to compare the 2 different options. So it's really helped me, and helped take off my personal growth and financial growth and everything in all aspects of my life. It's really helped me. So the power list and beginning with the end in mind has just really helped me, be a better person and accomplish certain things in my life. And just like a little side note, what's really helped me keep myself on track financially is having Credit Karma. So that definitely helps keep, an eye on your credit score, and look at your lendability, and, it looks at all your debt in one spot. So that's really helpful, because unfortunately I went to school, I got some student loans and some auto loans that I need to take care of, and I'm working on. But tracking what you spend every day really has helped me keep myself financially on track, and it's helped with savings. And it's terrible, it's awful, because you look at the skeleton in the closet, because it's so easy to just like swipe, forget about it, not really look at where you're spending your money, because when you look at it, you're like, holy crap, I'm blowing so much money every freaking month, and it's awful and it sucks. But it's something that you need to face if you want to get your money right. And get your money right is going to help you in the long term accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. So I track my daily spending, kind of like the different categories that I spend it on, and I set a budget. So I put the certain amount that I need every month into an account, and I just draw off that account for that month, and I give myself that set amount of money, and it helps keep me on track and keep me under budget. So it's really helped me. So, in short, those are just a few of the things that really have helped keep me on track, keep me centered, keep me focused, and keep me moving forwards, which is the most important thing. If this video has helped you, or if you have anything to add or comment, please do that below. And let me know if you want to keep on seeing these videos, if it's worth my time to make them. But I just like sharing my thoughts, and I hope that it can help somebody. So peace out and keep on keeping on. On my way back down, I made a little friend. I nearly stepped on this little guy. Sorry, dude. Nearly stepped on you. You kind of freaked me out. I'm not gonna lie. I was walking through the woods. Just heard this like squawking. And then you were chasing me. I didn't know what to think. Yeah. Gonna name him Bob or something. He's a cute little guy. Little chicken.